The hottest ticket on Broadway right now is a comedy called Fish in the Dark, written by and starring Larry David. He's famous for playing a crusty curmudgeon on the television show Curb Your Enthusiasm, and for being the co-creator of Seinfeld, where a lot of the jokes came from real-life Larry David experiences. Now he's playing another character that walks and talks like Larry David. As you'll see, with actors and comedians, you never quite know where the act stops and the real person begins. David's friends, for instance, say he's a sweetheart. He says, that's just an act, the nice guy act. Who is he? That's what we wanted to find out. This is what everybody that is watching this wants to know.
Yeah.
Who is Larry David?
This guy, he's too much.
Who is Larry David?
You are too much, Mr. Rose.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
You're probing. What is the probe?
Because we want to know who you are. I mean,
who the hell knows? I don't know.
Well, you do know.
Whatever you're seeing, that's who I am. What?
Really? No,
yeah.
Well, it's not true. You told me you created a character. It's not you. It's who you might want to be, but are not. Who are you?
I'm a jerk. That's who I am.
You're like not. That's an act.
I'm like everybody else.
No,
I'm a jerk.
That's an act.
No, it isn't.
It really isn't.
No.
How are you a jerk?
Oh, look, let's stop talking about me. That's why I didn't want to do this interview in the first place. I had to be talked into 60 Minutes. You think I wanted to do this? I didn't want to do it because I knew you'd be asking questions like this.
Then why did you do it?
They talked me into it just like they talked me into the play.
Oh, so you're a guy that you can be talked into things.
Yes, hence the jerk.
You have no backbone. You have no capacity to say no.
No.
But the guy that you create would be able to say no.
There you go.
And there's your biggest hang-up.
Yep.
You can't say no, but you can create a character that can say no.
Yeah.
You're not a jerk, but you can create a character that's a jerk because you don't have the courage to be a jerk.
That's perfect. That's good. That's good. I like that. How much you charge? Huh? That's better than any therapy I ever got. Yeah.
Whoever he is, Larry David attracts hardcore fans who will wait for hours in bone-cracking cold for a stage door glimpse of their hero.
Look at you, you're all prepared, huh? All right, bye!
The play begins a 3-month run this coming Thursday. Advanced ticket sales set a $15 million record, with the best seats priced at $425 each. So here we are backstage.
Yeah.
David is a very fit 67 years old, and being the star of the show,
My own pants, my own jacket, my own shirt.
he insisted on bringing his own clothes for comfort's sake.
Takes me a while to acclimate to new clothing. I don't know about you.
Mama, you crazy?
Fish in the Dark is a dark comedy about family dysfunction in typical Larry David style. After his father's death, Norman Drexel, David's character, fights with his mother, his brother, his wife, and the housekeeper over just about everything.
Well, it's not about me, but the character is very similar to me. Okay, it's me. Yeah.
That was a wonderful, wonderful eulogy.
Sometimes his characters are so similar to the man, it's easy to get confused.
Larry? Larry!
It's you.
Oh, hey!
On the HBO show Curb Your Enthusiasm, his character was actually named Larry David. He was politically incorrect, a bit of a jerk, and an equal opportunity offender.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Have you noticed if she has any proclivity for chopsticks? Well, if that's not that, what is that?
David and Jerry Seinfeld created one of the most successful sitcoms ever. And by his own admission, the character closest to David's heart was the wily weasel, George Costanza.
I'm gonna slip him a Mickey.
It's not about where he can go to get the thing.
We asked the play's director, Anna Shapiro, about the many faces of Larry David. Here's a guy who says he doesn't consider himself an actor. Doesn't want to be an actor, has created 2 characters that he says are him, and now is going to play a character who he says is him.
He's a liar. He's just lying. All those things, none of those things are true. He is an actor. They aren't him. And he's actually a pretty good actor. And he's clearly interested in acting.
You're talking normal again.
Because you don't do a play if you're not interested in acting. It's a very, very weird way. It's a kind of long way around to get a laugh. So I don't think it's true. I think he's acting his head off.
Larry, you belong with us.
And acting is a very different animal from improvisation, making it up as you go along, which was the essence of his TV show, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Was that your dad's doctor?
Here, he's got to stick to the script.
Did you tip him?
And remember it.
Tip him.
Is the acting, does it worry you? Did you have trepidation about being able to do
Is
it?
that one of the great understatements of the century? Yeah.
What, forget your lines, not know how to move?
All of it, yes. Everything. Oh, boy. They're right on it. Oh.
It is a million miles from Broadway to Brooklyn and the apartment building where he grew up. He hadn't set foot in the place in half a century.
This was my apartment. This is where I grew up.
Okay, and one age?
This is where my aunt, uncle, and cousins grew up.
The current residents, the Galinskis, invited us in.
Look at the size of our kitchen.
This is the point in most profiles where the subject is usually flooded with warm, nostalgic memories. Well, curb your enthusiasm. Motions?
Not much. No, nothing. Yeah.
You moved on. A place where your lovely and wonderful, loving mother raised you, where she made you, along with your father.
Yeah, I feel nothing.
Gave you the confidence to go out and be what you became.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Yes.
Don't you feel that?
No.
That didn't touch you.
No, I'm completely
What
devoid.
kind of heart do you have?
I'm completely devoid of any feelings whatsoever at this moment.
The David apartment was a lot like Seinfeld's. Larry remembers a lot of relatives and friends constantly wandering in and out.
All right!
A lot of yelling and no privacy.
In the yearbook.
We moved on to Shellbank Junior High for the story of his school days.
In junior high school and high school, I did not participate in anything.
You didn't?
I didn't even know things were going on. By the way,
Yes, you
I didn't
did.
even know, I swear to you, I didn't even know there was a prom. Okay?
You didn't go to the prom?
Not only did I not go, I didn't even know about it. Yeah, this is it.
This is the very spot where he made his only previous stage appearance at age 13 in the school play, Charlie's Aunt, wearing a dress. This is your class. Just look at this and tell me if you can find yourself.
Oh, there's
You're a good-looking kid.
Cute. Yes, cute kid.
What would you have written for your caption at that time?
Lost at sea, yeah.
Did you feel lost at sea?
Yeah, the prom story is true. I didn't know there was a prom, so, you know.
That says a lot to me.
That says a lot.
Didn't know.
Didn't know.
Here's what they should have written about you.
Out of it, yeah.
No. Didn't go, didn't know.
That's it, perfect, yeah. I wish I came up with that answer, yeah.
But he does concede that growing up in Brooklyn gave him all sorts of material for later use. Some of it very close to the bone. What did your mother want you to be?
A mailman?
A mailman?
Yes, she wanted me to work in the post office.
Because it was safe?
Safe, yes, secure, paychecks.
Pension?
Yeah, that was her dream, by the way. You know, that wasn't just, that was a dream. It wasn't only because she said that, that's how I felt about it. I didn't...
You had no reason to believe that you were going to be as successful as you wanted to be.
Zero belief in myself, and it's changed somewhat, but there's still a lot of that in me.
Getting out of the house, going to the University of Maryland lightened his mood. People actually enjoyed his emerging sense of humor. After college, he became friends with fellow funny man Richard Lewis, and David started doing stand-up. But it was not his finest hour.
You know, when you do stand-up, there's certain requirements you have to do. Like, you have to go on stage, and when you get introduced, you have to say, "Hey, how you doing? How are you?"
You didn't like that.
I couldn't.
It was false for you.
It was false. I couldn't do it.
It is even said, though, that sometimes you would take a look at the audience and not go on.
Yeah, I did that once. I got up on stage, and I kind of looked him over, and I went, I don't think so. And I left.
You think of stand-up and being... He survived along the way, as young entertainers do, with odd jobs.
Paralegal,
Chauffeur.
private chauffeur, taxi driver, and
Bra salesman.
bra salesman, yeah.
So, basically, George, the job here is quite simple. Selling bras.
Well, that interests me very much, Mr. Farkas. Very much indeed, sir.
And when Seinfeld came along, who could tell the uplifting story of David's brief bra career better than his favorite jerk, George Costanza?
From the first time I laid eyes on a brassiere, I was enthralled. I knew. I wanted to be around Braziers.
That's an incredible story.
Fortunately, Larry David chose television over bras. It brought him fame and many millions of dollars, almost everything.
Did it change you?
I mean, it gave me money.
Yeah, of course it did. Lots of money.
But
well, confidence. Confidence.
it gave me something.
Yeah.
It gave me something that I didn't have, but not in the way that people think that, oh man, I just like a total transformation.
But then you tell me.
It wasn't that at all. I still, you know, to this day, I still couldn't walk up to a woman at a bar and say hello, you know, so I don't have that.
Yes, you do.
No, I
yes,
do not.
You do.
Oh, no.
You know why?
Huh? I don't. I don't. Charlie, don't argue with me on this one, baby.
Oh, hey, Doc.
And so Larry David, or Norman Drexel, or whoever he is, prepares for opening night. And whether he is a jerk or not, he's figured out one thing.
What are you doing? You give me a tip? Yeah.
Jerks
Seriously?
make for great comedy.
That was customary. I can assure you it is not customary.
His play starts with a man on his deathbed. We end on a similar light note.
So on your tombstone, first line is going to be writer?
Oh, God. Oh, I don't know. Writer? Really? Is that what people put on tombstones, their occupation?
No, what they love.
Oh, what they love. What they love? I like to watch TV. I like baseball.
Here lies Larry David.
Yeah.
He liked to watch TV. Or here lies Larry David.
Yeah.
He liked to make people laugh.
Oh, Charlie.